final game of this best of 3 series between New Life and Team View. The winner of this game will be moving on to the finals to face against Sovereign. Last game we saw New Life take down View in outstanding fashion, really, because of how View dominated game 1. So this game, it's going to be, I hope it's going to be as exciting as the last.
Yes, and the previous game we see New Life actually found the way to blast the lead open, which is through the Blitzcrank pick, which worked so well for Tori because he was really everywhere. His hooks were on point, always catching the enemy, always catching whoever needed to catch on point, especially getting the watermelon countless of times. He got all the carries, which was amazing. So we really want to see how Team View actually respond to this. Will they actually ban out the Blitzcrank and all the support playmaking champions? Because they are now in the blue side, so they don't really have a priority to ban because they have more pick priority because they have the first pick with them.
Last game we saw that Thresh was banned against View here. Maybe we get to see both Thresh and Blitzcrank banned this time around because we're finally to see another support champion being picked up here. But either way, this is going to be our final semi-final series of today, and after this finals.
Yeah, so we're going to be fans of this. We want to see which team is the one who will be competing with SDR in the final. From what I've seen from both games 1 and game 2, both these teams look very set, looks very strong. They are definitely contenders. So this game will determine who goes it. I want to see whether Team View can actually step up the game back and find a momentum to bring back towards the final, or will Team New Life actually snowball from their game 2 success and do a reverse flip onto Team View and go to the final to face Sovereign.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to be sorting out some microphone issues with some of the players, so we apologize for the technical difficulties once again. But just looking back at last game compared to this game, what do you think both these teams will be doing to try to get the better of each other, basically?
So from the previous game, we saw that Team View lost very hard on the bottom lane because Blitzcrank was really playmaking the whole map. He's been catching and catching and catching. So I want to see Team View kind of shut down this bottom lane because the Blitzcrank has supposed to be a lot of problem, especially with the hooks. So maybe shut down on all the playmaking champions that Tori can play, because his Blitzcrank has been very, very impactful. And without the ban the Blitzcrank, you have to ban also the Bard as well, because Tori is very good in the Bard.
Alright, last game, and you have to, and even though New Life was the one that won, we really have to give a lot of props to View, because View was able to almost come back in a few of the fights in the late game here. But either way, we're going to be going into Champion Select here, and this time around it's going to be View back on the blue side and New Life on the red side.
Yeah, so you can see the Lee Sin ban again by Team View, and Shen again banned out by Team New Life. Kled, a big problem there at the top lane, will be banned out by Team View, and Zack again banned out by Team New Life. Gragas, a fast pick and ban here right here. This is Gragas played in the previous game, did so much damage, and Kaylin finally gets banned out on the red side.
And finally Kaylin is going to be banned by New Life. They saw what Kaylin could do against them in game 1 and what they could do with Kaylin in game 2, but they really do not want to give this Kaylin away to View once more this time around. However, with this fix, both Thresh and Blitzcrank are up. So Thresh is going to be locked in for View.
Not only Thresh, Blitzcrank is up, Bard is up as well. Will Tori decide to take the Bard over the Blitzcrank? Who knows what pick he will take as well. So we want to see what bottom lane goes over, because I believe the bottom lane should be picked in the first rotation before the second ban, because I believe Team View will want to ban out the support pool if they are not taken in the first rotation as well.
So it looks like Ashe will be picked up for Tiffany in the bottom lane, and Morgana could be hovered here. We have not really seen Morgana, so if this Morgana is picked, it will likely go in the bottom lane for Yugure on the support.
I don't like this one. I believe Yugure is more of a playmaker champion than a supportive kind of champion, so he should go for Bard or Blitzcrank, which I feel is what brings his strength out. And this Morgana pick here makes it a very kind of, you have to use a snare to kind of make the plays, which is something I don't feel that is very useful for Tori as a player itself. So, but it's locked in. I cannot do anything right here. Let's see how Tori plays this Morgana, because I don't think it will go to the mid lane.
I think the Morgana is just a counter pick to the Thresh really. You put a Black Shield on and the Death Sentence won't really do much against it anymore, but it's a one-time shield. If you put it on one person and the Thresh goes and hook another one, it's almost equally as bad. So I also don't quite agree with this Morgana pick, but maybe they know something we don't.
Yes, and now you look, okay, the Ashe here. The Ashe was banned by Team View in both Game 1 and Game 2. The moment it wasn't banned, first pick locked in Ashe. What is this? This tells me that Tiffany is really a very prominent Ashe player, and giving this Ashe was. They're trying to tell you that, oh, it is a wrong choice giving the Ashe to me. I'm just gonna destroy you in lane. That's why he's telling us right here.
And yeah, you were right. Ashe was banned in both games so far, and now that Ashe is up, Tiffany grabs it immediately. As we're gonna see both mid lanes are gonna be picked here. Orianna for Swoop and Syndra for New Life. So we're going to be going into the second banning phase rather. What do you think is going to be the target?
I think the target here will be the jungle. Pinching the jungle would have been the better option, but no, they decided to pinch the top lane. But I believe Team View want to ban out the jungle, because banning out the jungle means you're giving Jichu, who has also been making a lot of plays, a very limited playmaking potential. But no, I think both of them decides to think that the top lane is the better option to focus on, because I feel that yes, Doctor has played very well in Game 2, and in Game 1 Coconut has been playing very well, but I believe the better option should have been to pinch out the jungle, but no. So Javan now being banned out by Team New Life, whereas Renekton, when we will await the last ban. I believe it should be the Fiora or the Camille, because these champions are very strong in the solo lane.
So top lane pool is going to be pinched pretty heavily here, and yes, you are right, it is going to be the Fiora here. So we're going to see what Dokudo and Kotam can pull up, and we're going to be seeing the Amumu. However, I'm not sure if this is going to be the right choice for Jichu here. Yeah, I thought so. Kha'Zix
open,
hang on.
Elise is open, Neo is open. They decide to cover the Mumu, but I'm very sure they're not going to pick it. They might lock in the Kha'Zix, but I think he should go something like the Elise, or might be but they decide to actually lock in the Kha'Zix. So Kha'Zix going over to the jungle.
So Kha'Zix going over for Jichu, maybe he just feels more comfort as champion. I was about to say, I don't think Yasuo will very well here. No, Galio, first time we're gonna see him in this competition today, definitely going over to Coconut here, because mid and support have already been picked. And
are we seeing the Yasuo jungle, or will we see the Yasuo top? That is the question.
Yes, this is such a funky comp coming out from View. Yes, View. And Yasuo, I don't see how it fits, and it's really thrown a curveball for us.
Okay, let me talk about the Yasuo a bit here, because Yasuo is a very prominent champion for both Coconut and Rambutan. So will we see Coconut taking the Yasuo to the top lane because he is well known for his Yasuo, or will we go to the jungle where Rambutan will actually kind of try to snowball from the jungle? But it looks like he will go over to the top lane, and it will go to the jungle. Rambutan will be taking the Yasuo in the jungle against the Kha'Zix.
And this is Rambutan trying to say to New Life, say, I'm going to play one of my own signatures here, and it's calling out all of New Life here, saying, I'm going to play what I'm most comfortable with, and I'm going to smash you with, because this is something you need to be so confident in if you dare to pull it out in a competition.
But when you look at the team comp of New Life, Yasuo works very well. You have the Galen knockout, you have the Orianna ultimate, you have the Tristana knockback, you have the Trash Play. All these knockouts for Yasuo, it really fits very well to the team comp. So this is not a pick where it is very wild, but it's more like a pick that works because the team comp is actually helping you.
So it looks like View will be trying to go for that wombo combo in those team fights, but that is of course on the assumption that they are able to get that one more combo here. If New Life, they are able to play around this one more combo here, and maybe their combo only lands onto one person.
Yes, but now you look at the top lane, you see the Trundle. Earlier series we saw the Trundle in the support role, but now you see the top lane, which I believe is a better role for Trundle. So now you look at Trundle in the top lane. Trundle has just recently received a buff, which is speed pushing power has increased because you now are able to bite the turret. So with such bounce onto the Trundle, and Trundle is just really a tank slayer. Tanks can't really go against Trundle because the ultimate of Trundle will just kill you off. So taking Galio against this Trundle with something quite tough because Trundle will just slowly outscale you into the late game, and in the late game if you are too tanky, the Trundle will just ultimate you out.
And even in the early game, right, Galio is very strong against those mages because he has naturally very high magic resist, and against Trundle, who is predominantly an AD champion, in the early game, Trundle can bully around this Galio so much.
In the early game, I believe the Galio will have some extra damage onto the Trundle, but the Trundle will be able to scale stronger because the more level you add into the Q of the Trundle, the more damage you do, the more AD you take away from the Trundle, the Galio I mean. That's really where Trundle will shine. And once Trundle reaches 6, that is where the Galio doesn't want to be because if the Kha'Zix comes outside, bang, Galio bursts down.
Yes, and so Galio really has to be careful of the AD sources, the attack damage sources that, sources of attack damage rather, that come from the side of New Life here. But right now we're seeing this really strong wombo combo combination. I'm just so excited to see. Yes, so I really hate it, but at the same time I'm really excited.
Yes, but then we look into the top comp of team New Life. Big comp. Because Syndra, Ashe, Morgana, and the Kha'Zix, they can't really force a 5v5 team fight because their team comp is not really a 5v5 kind of team comp, because in the 5v5 wombo combo, you see the team view just smash the game open. So Team New Life wants to force a split push big comp. The Trundle is a very strong split push. I don't think Galio is able to solo him one-on-one. So New Life has set up a team comp that is able to do split push. Will they be able to execute? Because in game 1 we saw Team New Life drafted a 5v5 team fight comp but played a split push which was wrong. So will they be able to play the split push properly? Because in the previous game they did it very well. Will they be able to do it again? That's the question we want to see right here.
Yes, and you pointed out the Morgana, Ashe and Syndra. You have so much pick potential. If you're able to catch that one person with an Ashe arrow, they can chain it up with the Syndra stun, the Morgana snare, and all of these crowd control here. And on the side of View, it's not like they are tanky. Only the Galio is pure tank, but the rest of them are relatively squishy as well. So we really, View really have to play around this Galio, and as well as their ability to combo their abilities together so well. And we need to see New Life here be able to play around it. They do not want to let up in the spot where they can be comboed down by all those abilities, because even if they are maybe 10,000 gold ahead, if they get caught by those abilities, I don't think they will win a team fight. Exactly.
Remember that the Yasuo ultimate together with the Earl ultimate is so potent. If they catch at least 2-3 members, the AoE damage is crazy because the Oriana burst plus the Yasuo ultimate does a lot of damage.
Yes, there is just so much damage. So once again, I'm going to refresh our memories on the rosters. Also on the blue side for game 3, it is going to be Team View as Coconut in the top lane, Ramatan in the jungle, Swoop in the main lane, Watermelon on AD carry, and Lustrious on support.
And on the red side we have Team New Life. We have Doctor on the top side, Jichu in the jungle, and the mid lane we have the Chinese guy and Chinese name guy which I can't really read out. So, and on the bottom side we have Tiffany as well as Tori.
So we saw we saw New Life trying to group S5 around the jungle, maybe to catch any invades that View was trying to dish out, but View just stayed back in the jungle safely. This is a game 3 of a best of 3 series. None of them want to take unnecessary risks, but yeah. So we might be in for a pretty long game here.
Yes, we might be in for a pretty long game. And Yasuo jungle kind of reminds, I want to see how she paths, because we don't really see Yasuo jungles very often because it is not by right jungle champion, but there are people who actually plays Yasuo jungle. There are quite some people I met before in solo queue who plays Yasuo jungle. So I'm quite curious how Yasuo players actually path, because it's really an exciting pick to watch in the jungle.
And it's exciting to watch how this Yasuo will be able to gank, how well the laners will be able to help assist in those ganks, because Yasuo, yes, he does have the gap closer in his dash, but he will really have to rely on his team to set up those ganks for him. And I feel that the best lane to do that in is likely either the top lane or the bottom lane with the Thresh and the Galio. So we're going to be seeing standard lanes assignments pretty much, or looks like both junglers will be heading over to the top side. Yasuo has actually had a faster clear compared to the Kha'Zix. You know, the Kha'Zix will be moving up towards, so we might be seeing some action in the top lane pretty soon.
We might see some action pretty soon, and Lasters down there missing the hook right here to get onto the edge and getting cheap and getting poked out so much.
And there's just so much damage coming out from Yugo there. Yes, he's a support, but Morgana is naturally a mage as well. So he just does so much damage back onto it.
And you can see now actually Yasuo heading over to the top side pretty soon. We might see a clash at the top side because Galio has a lot of CC that can allow Yasuo to actually do a lot of damage. So we might want to see this happening on the top side pretty soon, or we might see Yasuo actually going over to the mid lane because I believe Soup is doing rather well against the Syndra early game.
So both Jichu and Rambutan looks like they won't be heading to the top just yet. But as we can see here, yeah, you mentioned that both top laners will be able to trade pretty evenly right now. You saw Coconut didn't really hit the entire duration of his Q, so Dokodo was able to go in and put a bit more harass down. So right now, still pretty even. No crazy fights have happened just yet. Both junglers still clearing their jungle. Looks like Rambutan's gonna go back.
And now here Lasters getting cooked on the Morgana. Morgana actually definitely knowing, thinking that
Hook, nice hook landed on the watermelon, but there's just no follow-up from Tiffany. Not enough damage, and the shield, Dark Passage coming in from Rambutan is just able to save him. No issues.
And top lane is rather even here. Thunder getting the lead over the Galio, which is what I expected happen, but I didn't expect it to happen so early right here. But now look at bottom side here, again coming in.
Oh, G3, Lastras is going to cut a flare, is going to miss, and no summoner spells will be burned. So even though Lastras got caught, he didn't have to burn flash for it.
I didn't know why G2 decided not to actually attack Lastras a bit more, because there was no ward vision on the Yasuo. So I'm not sure how G2 actually found out that Yasuo is coming, because the moment he comes and attack once, he ran away. So a bit preemptive, I think, thinking that maybe the Yasuo is gonna come bottom. That's why they were able to fight. But well played there to actually kind of chip the trash and the Tristana to quite low as well.
And as you mentioned here, both teams are not really taking any unnecessary risks. So we're likely going to be seeing a phase. Hook does land onto the Morgana though. Lastras, but Jichu is right behind. Lastras is very low health. Teleport comes in for Coconut. It will be cancelled. Yogure is under attack by Rambutan. No kills are putting, and Coconut has his teleport cancelled, I think, by Dokodo.
Yeah, I believe it's cancelled by the Thunder Pillar. But look at the top side. Dokodo is quite low, no MP. Maybe you see a diver, but oh no, sorry, I'm sorry. I see Yasuo at the bottom side, so there won't be a dive possibility right there. But so Gale will just wave clear the wave and back off.
So as things pan out here, the game is still very even. 5.5 minutes in, still no kills just of yet. We have seen some action here. But some summoners has been blown. Watermelon takes so much damage from that combo.
Okay, let me highlight something here, because Galio actually had to use his teleport to bottom side and got his bottom side cancelled, but the Trundle teleport back to lane. So Trundle will be able to soak up some wave here, but I'm quite curious why the Trundle decided not to push the wave, because if the Trundle actually pushed the wave to the turret, he's able to do a lot of damage to the turret because he's able to bite the turret. But Trundle decided not to, so quite curious right here. I'm not very enlightened by this move done by the Trundle here.
And we see Yugo there at the bottom lane. They're just throwing all those bindings all on cooldown here. Every time it's up, he just throws one, just seeing whether he's able to get a hit onto any of the members. Either Watermelon or Lastras here. A stun goes on to Soup and takes a nice bit of damage coming in from the Syndra. While Dokodo, he's just starting. Dokodo, you mentioned it, he's going to be starting to bully out this Coconut here. The good cook onto Yogore though, but he did not do any damage to a champion, so the turret will not go aggro onto her. And
look at the health bar of Watermelon and Lastras. This Ashe and Morgana lane is proving too tough for both of them. They both have to recall at the same time, so they'll just be able to show up and look at mid lane here.
So it's going to come in. Unleash power is going to be used onto Soup, but he flashes away. No kills, but flash burn from Soup.
Well played there by Soup to actually respect the damage and flash out, because he knows that G2 will be able to flash and do extra damage if he doesn't flash in advance. So well played here, but oh, again he got stunned right there again.
He did get stunned, but since the Syndra has no more ultimate to follow it up with. And now blue buff will be given away to the Syndra, most likely here. So as we see things pan out, gold still really even a little bit. Not a little bit. New Life has a little bit of the edge, 400, just based on the farm. Look at the CS difference, both in the top lane and the bottom lane. Almost 20 CS up for this Trundle, and more than 10 CS up for this Ashe as well. It's only the mid lane that's going even.
Yes, as I mentioned, this Trundle will definitely outscale the Galo, because the Trundle will do a lot of work in the side lane split pushing, and tanks are really unable to go against the Trundle, because Trundle will just take away all our tankiness and do way more damage than you. So this Trundle pick to me is really a wonderful pick here.
It's a really smart pick coming in from Dokoro here. And Dokoro could be tunnel on the tower here. We took a lot of tower damage. Yugure also have the bomb onto her, but nice binding going to be trapping Lustreless into the Rambutan in the bottom lane. He wants to start things rolling.
Yes, and 8 minutes into the game, 0 kills, not really much action here coming at the top side. So yeah, a very even game right here.
Oh, Cook lands onto Yogure and he's going to have the flash away. Nice enchant, the crystal arrow to go to Rambutan. He goes in with the lantern, but just not enough follow up onto the hook by Lustreless. Yogure going to get away by using his flash.
So Morgana burn flash from a hook, and Tiffany managed to kind of prevent the damage. Oh, look at top lane here. Galo's recall got cancelled there by Trundle. This Trundle really just tried to get as much disruptance to the Galo. And look at here.
Oh, Root lands onto the one watermelon, and he takes so much damage from Tiffany there. And Tiffany and Yugure just bullying the bottom lane of View.
G2 decides not to actually gank, because he was actually last seen at the bottom side. So when that bind happened, he could have actually tried to make a play. And
oh wow!
Lustreless getting caught by the another Q. I think she should just back out, because she is way too low.
And as things pan out here, View has almost landed themselves in a 1,000 gold deficit here. It's about 700 right now, but things still have not gotten heated up or anything just yet. Dokoro going to be backing off, going back to base here, while Yugure and Tiffany continue to dominate this bottom lane.
And look at bottom lane and the top lane. It's more between CS difference. Mid lane is already winning in CS as well. Just by the laning phase, you see a 1k gold difference without a single kill at all. It just really shows that the picks. Oh, look at top there.
Jeez, look at the amount of damage that Dokoro does to Coconut at this point. He uses the ultimate to stack the stats and just completely destroys Coconut at this point.
Yes, exactly. So this Trundle pick. Whoa!
And goes onto the soul, 100 power on the end, and that's going to be first blood going in for the Syndra.
The flash was burned earlier. That's why he was unable to escape even with the cleanse. And look, Lustreless trying to make a play onto the bottom side, but was unable to get the Ashe as well. So
Dokoro is actually going to be diving Coconut. This could be a solo kill here. Coconut flashes away, but Coconut follows the flash and he gets the kill on the Coconut. 2 for 0 in favor of New Life right now. Watermelon goes in to try to get some damage on the Tiffany. He will chunk Tiffany down to half health, but the mid lane turret will be going down in favor of New Life, and they're pushing in for more.
Yeah, they're pushing in for more. They're getting the tier 2 turret as well. No one can defend it, because bottom lane is still at bottom side, and at the top side, Trundle is alone against the top turret. So I believe the top turret will fall down as well. Well played here, macro objective, but no.
Oh, Shockwave got whipped, and it looks like Rambutan in the back. But 1v3 here is going to be used by the Syndra, and now he has to flash away from that to avoid the death sentence. But at the same time here, Doko is able to solo down the top lane on the turn.
Yes, so this is what I actually mentioned in the Champions League. Trundle left alone does so much pressure in the lane itself, because due to the buff in his kit, he's able to just bite turrets, which is a lot of damage.
And just like that, New Life rather have gotten themselves almost a
5,000.
Yes, 5,000. It's around 4. Yeah, almost at 5,000 gold. Now it's only 11 minutes in, and just maybe 5 minutes ago, the goal was almost completely even. Tiffany's going to be jumped on by Watermelon. Good, nice enchanted crystal arrow. It's going to be blocking Watermelon. It's going to be stunning Watermelon rather. He will not take the lantern into safety here, but he will not go down as well.
Yes, this is really well played here by team.
Nice binding lands onto Lustrous, and this bottom lane of New Life is just dominating.
And what we saw just now was Tiffany was actually soloing 1v2 for the better half of the past 2 minutes, and yet again team View, is unable to find a pick onto this Ashe, and it's really very crucial here because Morgana was roaming around, getting some depth out of the mid-lane side, and look here.
Oh, left on the side, Tiffany on 20. Lustrous on the target here, but Tiffany's very low here. Lustrous almost goes down, but the Yasuo is now stuck in the middle of 3 people. Tiffany almost goes down. He will go down to the bomb. I'm sure of it, but it's not before Lustrous goes down to G2 here. It's a 1-for-1 overall, but what can either team get from this?
The mid lane is pushing hard. Mid lane turret falls down. Tier 2 has already fallen down. Oh god, this is going very badly for team View. And at the top side, Trundle just continuously pushing Galo under his turret. The moment Galo ultimate to another lane, that's it. That turret is gonna go fall down as well. So really, this Galo doesn't really have a lot of options here.
And Coconut just forced into buying the armor items. Just not the best itemization options for him on this Galio. Purely because of Dokudo. Dokudo is now just this huge split push threat, and nobody on the side of View is able to deal with it.
Yes, because Trundle builds the Titanic Hydra as well, and look at it.
And it's going to be one shot by the Syndra. Lustrous on the 1v3. He will not go down as he able to dodge away from some of the abilities. But it's going to be Tournament and going down, and this bottom lane turret is likely going to be next.
And at the top side, we see the Galo trying to get some damage onto it. No.
Oh dear, Yasuo running in the middle of 4 people, and he's going to go down. Yugo gets the kill credit, and this bottom lane turret is under fire, and it's most definitely going to go down now.
Yes, New Life playing the early game very explosively. The moment they got the first blood, bam, that's it. They start snowballing all the way. And the top side, we see this Trundle trying to get some pressure onto the top lane. Just by kind of baiting the taunt and then trying to get some damage, but is unable to do so. So Trundle, look at the pressure he is doing onto this Galio.
And Dokudo really just doesn't care anymore. He's like, I'm going to tank the turret. I'm not going to care. Coconut, you can do your thing. I'm just going to clear the wave over and over again. And Coconut has no answer. And it's not, and he has no answer. It's not that just he has no answer. View can't even go up to the top lane to help him. Even though New Life, they don't have much vision in the top side of the jungle, because they're all being distracted by what's going on in the bottom lane, in the mid lane. So Dokudo with this Trundle is able to split push so well. This is so different from the they're playing this so differently rather compared to what we saw in game 1.
Exactly. Team New Life really has stepped up since game 1. 7,000 gold in 15 minutes. It is going very well. Syndra is 2-0-2 against Oriana with 0-1-0 and down in 15 CS. Bottom lane, Ashe is ahead in CS. Trundle nearly 50 CS above the enemy Galo, and is alone at the bottom lane. Look.
And I think the bottom lane turret is likely going to go down here. Coconut will not be able to stop this Vice on his own, and View are just not helping out. Coconut here, he's alone against the Trundle. They know that Coconut is unable to deal with him. Yes, he can maybe just chase him away for a little bit, but Dokudo will just keep on going back and keep on making sure Coconut cannot join his team if a New Life wants to engage at all.
Yeah, so Team New Life has the Rift Herald right now, so they can actually look over to move to the mid lane and maybe summon the Rift Herald to get the mid tier 3 turret. But look at Dokudo just soloing the dragon right here. No one can even bother about him.
Yeah, Dokudo like I said, Dokudo just doesn't care at this point. He is so far ahead against the enemy Galio. He solos dragon. He's going to go back down to he solos dragon, and he's still at full health. He's just going to go back down to the bottom lane and continue pushing. Galio's like, hang on, but Lustrous actually got hooked there. Yugo gets hooked. He's going to be taking a large chunk of damage here, but G2 now summoning the Rift Herald in the top lane. They want to get this top lane in turret down. So when the Baron spawns, the Rift Herald is going to be going in here, a lot of damage onto the turret.
But you look,
not getting up just yet.
Look at what's happening. Galo went to the top side, leaving Trundle over at the bottom side. Damn.
And the third
Bottom slide charge just dropped,
yeah,
right?
the third goes down bottom lane. Nice shockwave goes on to they're trying to go in, but Rambutan is alone in the middle of 4 people. There's so much damage here. Get on the killing spree, gets the Yasuo. Lustrous gets killed by Syndra, gets a double kill for the Syndra. Now Dokuro in the top lane, in the bottom lane rather. It's going to be Chichu getting the kill onto the Orianna as well. 3-4-1 in favor of New Life, and this turret is theirs.
Yes, this is going down, but they might even get for the inhibitor turret as well if no one actually helps. And Gale just left Trundle alone in the bottom side. This turret might fall down as well.
Dokuro just doesn't care. He's like, this turret is mine. I'm going to take this turret. Coconut, he steals the stats of Coconut, and the turret goes down.
And top turret falls down.
Inhibitor goes down as well. This is
New Life.
tough.
I'm watching New Life.
Yeah, New Life, man.
New Life literally just blew this game wide open. Played the macro game so well, and just down 2 inhibitor turrets from one single play. And it's before 20 minutes. Look at how much ahead they are.
Ooh. So 11,000 gold up now. New Life is just, this is more controlled than last game even. We were questioning whether New Life can play the split push strategy again. We saw them fail with it in game 1, and now in game 2 they put Dokuro on a different champion in this Trundle, and it's doing wonders for them. 11,500 gold lead right now. All they have to do is wait for Baron to spawn, and it could potentially just win the game for them.
Yes, and look here, trying to flank on Tori, but Tori managed to Black Shield on time. And doesn't get caught by the taunt. So we're seeing right here the members of Team New Life heading to the bottom side, trying to get the inhibitor down, and Trundle's on the top side.
And Trundle is just on his unstoppable rampage here. They have no answer to him. They are trying, as we see in New Life, they're heading down to the bottom lane. They want to attack this turret as at the same time as Dokuro attacks onto this inhibitory Coconut. He can try as he might, but Trundle is just so strong right now already.
The Syndra ultimate was popped just now, but was blocked by the wind wall. So the inhibitor just fall down for free.
It's 19 minutes. Dokuro has destroyed an inhibitor already, and this bottom lane here might go down as well. Via you just do not have an answer anymore, and now Dokuro's in the mid lane and he's trying to get that as well.
They can't really force something. And look at the 3-man stun there, and Dokuro at the mid lane.
Rambutan looking to go in. He gets the members onto Yugure, but a good Black Shield is going to prevent the knockup.
This Morgana pick is really causing a lot of problem for Team View, because they also cannot get the knockup onto the intended target because the Black Shield just blocks the knockup.
So 19.5 minutes in, 2 inhibitors down in the in the base of View, I should say, and they are looking to take down the next inhibitor turret as well as inhibitor to secure them this game.
So now this inhibitor turret is gonna fall down. Look at the damage onto Rambutan.
Soup trying to put the ball in to try to get a good position for a nice shockwave here. Coconut goes in with a heroic entrance, but it's not going to land onto any enemy members. The third inhibitor is exposed now, as Soup has to flash away to prevent himself from dying. The inhibitor now is the focus. Dokudo is at the hook lands onto Yugure, and Yugure actually, but Lustrous only connects onto Yugure here. Rambutan takes so much damage, and it goes down. Dokudo gets the kill credit, and there's so much damage coming out here. Soup goes down, and so does Coconut. 4-4-1 right now, as Lustrous goes down as well.
That's an ace.
That's the ace. That's 4 members strong for New Life. New Life at 20.5 minutes. They're on to the next turret. They're on to the base, and New Life, after suffering a game 1 loss, comes back to take down VU, and they will be moving on to the finals.
They will move on to the finals to face Sovereign for the first position. And with what we saw right here, I believe this team definitely have a chance to go against Sovereign and maybe win the series itself. They look very dominant from the start to finish. They played everything so well. Really, I'm just surprised by how New Life transformed from game 1 to game 2 and 3. Literally, I'm just looking at 2 different teams right there. One team just doesn't seem to know how to play what they want to play in the team comp, whereas in game 2 and 3 they played so amazingly.
Yes, after seeing game 1, as I mentioned just now, I was really worried for New Life because they didn't really seem to know what to do. In game 2, we saw them playing different strategy from game 1, and they came out on top. And game 3, they learned from their mistakes from game 1. They know better what to do now, and they pull off the split push comp beautifully. They ended the game at 21 minutes.
21 minutes. Yes, exactly. And every game they played, it becomes cleaner and cleaner. So against Sovereign, I want to see them play this kind of tempo, this kind of game, because if they want to go, if they want to beat Sovereign, they need to go to they need to be at their best. And what I'm seeing here is probably one of their best performances. I want to see them go like this towards against Team Sovereign. So right now we'll go for a break, and the next time we'll be back, it'll be the finals between Sovereign and against Team New Life. So
And we'll
do
see
stay
you
tuned.
we'll see you in the finals.